these are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Now these 12 sons, out of these came the 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead and finish that verse up.
He said, and this is it, that their father spake unto them and blessed them. Every one according to his blessing, he blessed them.
So now, out of Jacob, he begot these 12 sons. And out of those 12 sons came 12 tribes that made up the nation of Israel. And if you did not come out of one of these tribes, you cannot be an Israelite in the flesh. You can be an Israelite in the spirit, but you cannot be one in the flesh. You must be out of one of these 12 tribes in order to be an Israelite in the flesh. And the Bible talks about Israel in the flesh, and I am talking about in the New Testament, because Paul even told you, have God cast away his people? He said, God forbid. He said, for I am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, and of one of these tribes right here, the tribe of Benjamin. God have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. So now he was dealing strictly with the flesh there, and he even told you in the 9th chapter of Romans that Israel, that Jesus is even of Israel in the flesh. You understand what I'm saying? So the Bible deals with becoming Israel in the spirit, which means in the mind, and it deals with Israel in the flesh as well. But we are dealing with Israel in the flesh today. Let's go now to Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we'll begin reading at verse 1. Deuteronomy 28, and we're going to pick it up at verse 1, because I'm going to show you what the Bible prophesied had to happen to the real Israelites here. You know, all this stuff going to help us identify who the real Israelites are, because the Lord said certain things was going to happen to the real Israelite, and then and these things must come to pass as they are written in the Bible. So if you want to get Israel straight, then you need to find out who fit these prophecies. Let's start reading at Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we'll begin reading at verse 1. So now Israel was made up of 12 tribes. All one people. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like one tribe was this people, and another tribe was another people, and another tribe was another people. No, 12 brothers had children, and eventually those children kept growing and growing and growing in numbers until they became tribes, and then the 12 tribes made up the nation of Israel. That is how it is. You know, well, these people, they Jews here, they just out of them tribes. No, they ain't. You understand what I'm saying? Or they Israelites, they just out of another tribe. No, they not. You understand what I'm saying? Because they told you they was Jews, or they told you they was Israelites, and you have accepted that because that is what's been handed down to you from generation to generation, but you have never gone into the Bible to get the real facts. And that's what you're going to do today. You're going to get in the Bible today and get the real facts. When you leave out of here, you're going to know something about this Israel of the Bible. Let's go now to Deuteronomy chapter 28. This is what God had Moses to say to the Israelites. He didn't have it to say it to Ham's children. He didn't have it to say it to Japheth's children. He had him to say it to the Israelites. This is strictly to the Israelites here. Because I done seen preachers get up here and mess this up. They done mess you up so bad until it's ridiculous. If you haven't been around for a while, you need to show up for a while so you can get some of these lies straight. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have been lied to about practically everything. Everything that you call Christianity today, 10% of it is wrong. And the reason I know it's wrong, because the Bible says it's wrong.
That's right.
Got you going to heaven when Jesus keep telling you over and over again, I'm coming to the earth. Got you every December 25th, got you putting up a tree and decorating it with baubles and bangles and bees and all of that, and telling you that we are celebrating the birthday of the Lord. And if somebody said, read that to me out of the Bible, you can read it if your life depended on it. Got you thinking that when you keep Good Friday and Easter, you are celebrating the death and resurrection of Jesus, when Jesus said he was going to be in the grave 3 days and 3 nights, and you cannot get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday morning. Another fable you've been given. You've been given fables starting from the beginning right down to this very day. and you've been given a favor about who the real Israelites are. But you stick around here the next 2 or 3 Sabbaths, and you'll know. Let's start reading here at Deuteronomy 28, and we're going to start reading at verse 1. And this is what the Lord had Moses to say to the Israelites. Go ahead and read, brother.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day,
Go ahead.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Now, this is what the Lord had Moses said to the Israelites. It said it's going to come to pass. All them commandments that I gave you when I came down and stood on the Mount Sinai and spoke directly to the people, not when I gave it to Moses to give to you. When I came and spoke directly to the people, and later on I gave it to Moses to give to you. It shall come to pass if you will obey all of them commandments, then all of these blessings will come upon you. This is Israel that he's talking to. He ain't talking to the world. He's talking to Israel. You know, them commandments, they're for everybody. Make no mistake about it. But nevertheless, now he is dealing with the Israelites here. Go ahead and read on.
And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee,
Go ahead.
if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Read.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Now, he named all of these blessings. He named some others. We're not going to bother reading them all. But now, on the other hand, he's going to tell you what's going to happen to Israel if they don't obey these commandments that he gave to them. Skip down to verse 15 and continue reading.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, and overtake thee.
Now he says it's going to come to pass if you don't obey these commandments, then all of these curses, they are going to come up on you, and they are going to overtake you. Make no mistake about it, the Lord meant exactly what he said, and we are going to show you that he meant exactly what he said. We're going to show you in the past, and we're going to even bring it right down to this very day. Now he says it's going to come to pass if you don't obey these commandments, then all these curses going to come up on you, Israel. Go ahead and read on, brother.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
He said you're going to be cursed in the city. You're going to be cursed in the field. Wherever you find yourself at, that's where you're going to be cursed at. Go ahead and read on.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Go ahead.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thine kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Look here, he said your food is going to be cursed. And he said, you know, the fruit of your body, meaning your children, they will be cursed as well. Go ahead and read on.
Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
See what the Lord said, you're going to be cursed when you come in, and you're going to be cursed when you go out. Everywhere you go, them curses going to be right on your tail. Make no mistake about it. Go ahead and read on.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursings, vexation, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed.
Now he said the Lord going to send up you cursing and vexation in everything that you set your hand to do, Israel. I don't care what it is, if you don't obey them commandments, whatever it is that you set your hand to do, the Lord going to curse it. Go ahead and read on.
And until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
Now, I want you to skip down to verse 25, and we're going to start reading some of these things. Now, remember, the Lord is saying this to Israel here. Now, he said, whoever Israel is, then these curses apply to them. You understand what I'm telling you? This is how you identify who Israel is. We're going to just read some of these curses and find me a people that these curses fit. That's what you do, and then you have discovered Israel. This controversy, it is not hard to settle. You understand what I'm saying? Because there is a controversy. You know, you got the people, everybody acknowledge them as being the Israelites or the Jew. You say, well, they're the Israelites, Jew. Then you got people like us who everybody think we crazy, and we saying that we are the real Israelites. Now, in order to settle this controversy, we're going to let the Bible tell us who the real Israelites are. So now he said, the real Israelite, he said, you're going to be cursed in the city, you're going to be cursed in the field, your children going to be cursed, and this is what else he said. Start reading at verse 25. Go ahead, read.
The Lord shall curse thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Now notice what the Lord said, Israel. You will be removed into all the kingdoms of the